Hey guys, I want to caution you about something. There's this thing that happens in relationships when we get into a disagreement or an argument, not just a disagreement. My apologies for the camera moving. It is inevitable that at some point in any relationship, we are going to have a disagreement. That's just going to happen. And sometimes those disagreements are going to lead to arguments. Here is where I get really concerned. It's when people argue in a way that they start to attack the other person and attack them in their place of weakness, vulnerability, insecurity, pain, or fear. Those five areas. I get it. I get it. I get it. I understand when you're angry, and especially if you feel like you haven't been heard, especially if you feel like the other person has been paying attention to you. Sometimes you choose what I call the nuclear option, and that is intentionally to inflict maximum pain to the other person. You hit them in an area where you know they're insecure, you know that it's something that keeps them sad, depressed, overwhelmed, maybe on their knees in prayer. In my book, and I'm going to attach a copy of the book to this today, I wrote a few years ago called I Think It's Time to Clean the Gutters, an effective guide to communication and relationships. In my book, I caution against using that nuclear option. And in that, I have what's called, you guys may call it a no-fly list or something like that. But in the rules of engagement in the book, this is where we specifically say that no matter how bad things get, we'll never do this to each other and we'll never say this to each other. It is very easy to offer an apology and very easy to accept an apology, but the damage that's done as a result of the things that you say, the words that you use, that damage may be there forever. In fact, I've seen where those situations have actually caused the absolute end of wonderful marriages, healthy relationships. Once again, I get it. When you're upset with your partner, sometimes you may have a moment where you just kind of lose it and you start with this word salad. You start doing things and saying things that is intended to make that person know how you feel, but to hurt them at the same time. And doing that, your marriage, your relationship may never recover. You guys think about it. There's a script in the Bible that says, with love and kindness have I drawn them. Peace.